All right, so roll luggage is an interesting little package here. Really, what we're trying to do is to send our cover two side to their best wide receiver, who's usually the X wide receiver. Okay, left of screen wide receiver. We're going to do it in two different ways, and one of those ways is going to look just like how we play cover one dog versus slot formations. Okay, so as you see here on the page, rotation. Okay, really, again, so let me go back. We are attempting to take away a best receiver. We can actually make this a right and a left call, but really, let's just focus on the receiver. Okay, so we're going to roll the coverage to the receiver pretty much no matter where he is. This is going to be 12 personnel, 21 personnel, 13 personnel, things like that. All right. So anytime we get double width formations, okay, which is basically if you had a formation here, let me kind of just draw up on the page here. Let me get the whiteboard up. Actually, let me just show you the actual thing. Let me just go to the next page. All right. So if we get a double width formation, which is where you have two receivers on the opposite side of the center, okay, that is spread out, okay, that is spread out, then that's called double width. All right. If you get one receiver in a nub or a tight end that's a nub, he's attached to the core, that's called single width. So technically, it's single width formation. Okay, so the way I look at it is both sides in a natural, normal spread out formation, two receivers spread out wide on either side, which is the majority of formations in football, or is it a nub? Okay, if there's a nub formation, okay, then we consider that to be single width. So what we're going to do here is take our. Let me go back on that. The single width also could be a YY situation from what I see here. Okay. So as long as there's two guys attached to the core or one guy attached to the core, as long as there's nobody spread out. Okay. So let me just say that. So anytime we get two guys that are spread out wide, we're going to play cover six. Okay. And when I say we're going to play cover six, we're just going to roll the coverage to wherever the X receiver is or the receiver that we're trying to take away. So if for some reason he was over here, we would end up being in a cover nine technically. We would just flip the coverage. All right. Now, I'm not 100% on that. I'm pretty much interpreting that, but for the most part, all these pictures have it so that it's always a receiver that is aligned. Like in this picture here, it's this. They didn't put him over here. So this is easy. It's cover six. We play cover six, we play ball. Okay. Now, if they ever give us, like I said, single width formation, okay, now we're going to get into our roll coverage, which in the game is strong safety trap two, if I'm not mistaken, or trap strong safety two. I forget which order it is, but it's in the game. It's already built for you. Safety's going to walk down here and make it look like cover three, okay, and we're going to play ball from there. Now, the adjustment that we're going to make here is that we need to take the safety and put him into a vertical hook. Okay. We do have a pressure look that I got confused with earlier. I think I mentioned it quickly. Is that we can bring this guy and play an actual pressure look, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to put him into. I think actually in the game we put him into a vertical hook. I gotta take a look at it on the field again. All right, and we just play ball from there. We're playing normal four-man pass rush. All right, but we're playing half field to this guy's side. All right. So we're trying to get it out of base personnel away to double team the best wide receiver. Okay. If they motion, let's say they were in this single width formation, right? And we were safety down, they motion back over here to a 3-by-1 double width formation, then we have to get back to cover six. All right. So let's take a look at roll luggage on the field and how we're going to go through it. Okay. So just so you know, I had this actually originally in the over package, and I switched it, got it out the over package if I'm not mistaken. Save that for something else. So I'll change that in the playbook sheet that I have with all the plays. Should be with the tight package. Okay, so we're in our tight package, and again, we're going to know the formation, right? So it's not like we're going to have to actually see the formation. But our thought process is they have a dominant receiver at the X position. Okay, in this case, it's going to be CD Lamb or whoever is playing number 88 on the Cowboys roster that I have right here. All right, and we want to get rid of him because he's the problem, right? So it really comes out to the thought process of in your game plan, it's like we want to play a lot of roll luggage. We want to play a lot of luggage, okay, towards him. So we're going to basically know that probably wherever he is, we're going to play cover six to start, right? Right? Because what? This is I formation pro, that's double width. So we're just going to play cover six. Pretty damn simple, right? Again, disguising, that's up to you. If you want to take it to the next level, that's up to you. Now, if they gave us a slot formation, we know that that wide receiver is going to be over there. We're not going to play cover six to it because remember I said that's not a great coverage. We're going to call cover. We're going to call a strong safety two trap. All right. So this is the called play, and this is what it looks like. So the adjustment here is we're going to take um, our safety and just put him into a hook curl. Okay. And then we're going to take this player here, okay, and put him into a middle read just because it's easier. It just gets everybody in the right spacing. All right. And we're going to play it out like that. So as you see here, we're playing a version of cover two, right? We're rolling coverage to the side where that receiver is that we're trying to get rid of. Okay. So if you do get a team, right? Some of you guys playing some pretty good sim leagues where they're gonna know that you're doing double calls. They're knowing that you're like getting into the right defense. Actually, they won't know that you're doing double calls, but they will know that you're getting into really good defenses versus all of the formations that they have. They start motioning, right? And they're like, oh wow, okay. So now they motion on the fly. Well, in this case, now it's become double width. Technically, you can stay in this coverage if you want to, but to be sound and to follow Vic Fangio's rules, we're just going to check to cover six. Make sure that your cover six is to the right side and go from there. All right. If that was the motion guy who went across, I'm going to suggest to play roll coverage and bring it the other way. Okay. So we're playing cover six as an inverted, it's basically cover eight, as they call it, cover nine in Madden. But we can play ball like this too. All right. So gets us into a really good call. This will probably be one of the first double calls that I would use, one of the first base double calls that I would use. It's really simple. Get lined up, play. You just got to make that quick little adjustment when you are playing the strong safety two trap. Now, we've played games, just so you know. I don't want to give you too much, but I've actually just come out. This is actually a regular blitz in our package as well, where we do want to bring the safety. Okay. It's called Storm. This would be a Storm Strong. So you could get away with actually just calling this, which I actually did by accident in one of my games. And, you just get out there, you just play ball, and you can actually get away with playing this as well too. So that's up to you. We can kind of save that for the first safety blitz that we bring in the base part of the package. You can have that ready to go. All right. All right. So that was roll luggage. Okay, built out of the tight front. Now, I didn't mention this. Hold up. Just remember, don't forget to always make your adjustments. So even though we have to make our coverage adjustments versus this formation, right? We still want to make our D line adjustments as well, right? So we have the coverage set, but don't forget to still get your tight front going. Okay, and go from there. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next play.